What is up, guys? Happy Sunday. Thank you very much for coming back to watch another episode. This time I have an excellent friend here, my man, founder of Brickhouse Cares, life coach, producer, and co-author of Cigarettes and Bad Decisions. The stuff I wish I had known. You'll have to see the book. I'll show you the book. But Mr. Jack Brickhouse, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Okay, and the topic we have for you today is money is not real.
Now everybody get up!
Hey, we use money every day. How can you say money is not real, right? There's certain things that I want to go over why you should have that mindset. The only way you attract money to you is by becoming more valuable. Jim Rohn said his mentor told him, why don't you make a goal to become a millionaire? And he said, oh, okay, I'll become a millionaire. That sounds good. And he said, well, let me tell you why. And Jim said, man, the man don't need to tell me why. Like, what? Why would you ask or say, here, let me teach you why? And he said, no, here's why. He said, because of what it will make of you to achieve it, what you will become while trying to achieve that. And so the more valuable you make yourself, the more you start to get this so-called money. So it's not something that you try to initially get without self-development.
It was funny when you hit me to join you on your show this week. I had just finished this blog. I titled the blog Money, and I broke the acronym down. And I told you I would save it for you. You don't even know yet. You never heard this. The acronym that I have for money is more of nothing every year. What do I mean by that? It's tax time. Tax time is approaching, right? Everybody's gonna go to the mailbox. You're waiting on those W-2s, whether you had one job or 10 jobs. You're gonna look back over your year and say, oh, I made X amount of dollars. You're gonna look in your pockets now and realize you don't have any of that money, right? But you did put in 10,000 hours or so helping someone else maintain their wealth or generate their wealth. You don't have anything. You may have bought a new car that you may be paying too much for, or you may have bought some more physical possessions, right? But really, what do you have outside of that? You don't have anything. And what are you gonna do next year? You're probably gonna stay at that same job and have more of nothing every year next year. Because chasing money, as Kevin Anytime just said, a lot of times people let money decide their fate. And what I mean by that is, think about why you chose the job that you have if you're in a position that you're not really happy with. You chose that job because somebody told you, or you told yourself, that is a good salary, and where are you gonna find another job paying you X amount of dollars per year or per hour or whatever it is. You may not even like that job, but you're scared to quit now because you've built a lifestyle around this job chasing money. You want that promotion because you're chasing money, not because that's what you want to do. It's because the money looks good. But what happens? Paycheck after paycheck after paycheck, the money that you're being paid, it kind of gets diluted because now you have to deal with this boss that you don't like. Put in all this extra effort at work that you really don't want to do to maintain this newfound wealth that you think you have. You wind up realizing the money that I'm getting paid for this is not worth the time that I'm putting into it.
Excellent. If you guys didn't know, I'm still working. This man hit the nail on the head. You work and there's people there that you may or may not like, but you are working to chase this paycheck. And then at the end of the paycheck, you have nothing to show for it because it goes right out the door, all the bills and everything. Money is something we created. Money is something that we invented because before there was a barter system, we was trading sheep and cows and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And somebody said, you know what? I don't want to carry 12 sheep around all day, okay? So it's not really real. It's just the energy. It's just the value that you are bringing to a certain situation. You could say, okay, yeah, I'm getting paid $20 an hour, but that's not true. You're not getting paid $20 for the hour, because if that was the case, you could just go home and you could sit down and have them send your money. That would be the thing. So you get paid for the value. you put into the time. And so the more you work on yourself, the more you build up energy and the more wealth starts to attract to you. So that's why people put these values on degrees and all of these different things. There's just a value base on that. Of course, those are just pieces of paper as well. But the value that it shows is that you put X amount of time to work on yourself to develop this knowledge, and now we will pay you a certain amount because that's how more valuable you are, and that's how much energy you put out there, and now that's what you will get back.
So you reap your reward, absolutely. So I'll tell you a story. When I first realized this whole thing about money not being real, anyone who watches gangster movies, like if you're into Scarface or Goodfellas, if you go back to Goodfellas, towards the beginning of Goodfellas, when Henry is a little boy, they're showing Henry with his dad and his mom. And I think Henry's dad is like he owns like a small construction company or something along those lines. So something goes bad and his dad winds up taking a major loss, like in pay. I think the company closed down or something happened. And so his mom was stressed out, and Henry, was, as a kid, he's watching all this happen, so he was stressed out. And so his dad walks over to him and says, "Henry, don't worry, it's okay. Money's not real. It just seems like it is." And this was like 10 or 15 years ago, right, when I heard this. And and over the years, I'm like, it took a while for me to really process that, because the way society shapes you is like, this is absolutely real. You have to have this. Like, if you don't have this amount of this, like, you're not anybody. They try to shape your value with money when it's absolutely not true. Another current example is this cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was just worth $20,000 one day, then is it worth $11,000 because we placed a value on it. It's the same thing that we do with the US dollar, the euro, peso, however you want to look at it. It's all a value placed on it by people. So as Anytime said, it's something that was created by us, yet we have so little control over it. The people in the 1%, the top 1-2% have all the control. They dictate it. Money was not made to be stored in bank accounts. Money was made to be circulated around the economy. How do you bring the economy back? You take all these billions of dollars that are sitting around from these billionaires and these millionaires and recirculate it back into the economy. The economy then revives itself because energy is now flowing to capitalize off of what Anytime was saying. Money is now interjected or injected energy into the economy. And so now everything is rolling. Now people are spending money. No one's getting laid off. Jobs are coming back from overseas, and it creates this whole positive spin of energy, but it takes energy to make that happen, as Kevin Anytime said. I'll pass it back to you.
Absolutely. This man has a wealth of knowledge, okay? And that is why I was so pleased that he was open to being on this show. I really hope that you guys listen to what we are trying to explain to you and really think about the topics that I bring out every week because I'm only trying to help. And we don't want to take too much of your time. We'll leave it at that. Yeah. And thank you again, Jack Brickhouse, for coming on here. Please subscribe, like, share, all of the above on this, and let's start these discussions. If you have a topic or anything that you want to present, please send me a private message, or if you have my number, text me. And I'm open to going over anything. And I'm definitely working to get more guests and more people to start speaking on here. And hopefully I can get Mr. Brickhouse again on here so we can go over some good information.
Absolutely.
But that's all we got for you today. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
Now everybody get up!